Hi, Aries. Welcome to Skills Rising Tarot. My lighting still sucks. It's a work in progress. We're still kind of working on it. So, take what resonates, leave the rest, and let's get into this. Remember, check your other placements. There might be a message in there for you, especially your sun, moon, or rising. All right. These cards are hard to shuffle because my hands are small. So, let's see what creativity has to tell us. What do we have for Aries? All right. All right, we have play. Our work can and should take on the quality of play, for it is play that stimulates creativity, distractions. When you are trying to solve a problem, you will often be tested by distractions. Preparation, what comes to most often to the person and the place where preparation, opportunity, and skill meet. Transformation, allow the energy of fear to be transformed by love, creativity, and compassion. And I have happy accident on the bottom. Fortunate accidents can act as guides to edit and be open to where you should go next. So what that tells me is maybe you need to look at things a little bit more playfully and maybe discard some of the distractions because they're only there to test your actual goals. And always be prepared. You never know what's going to happen. And allow things to transform. And, I think some accidents are meant to be there, meant to be happy. I don't know. You take that how you will. All right, what do we have for Aries? The zodiac sign of Aries. All of these monthly reads have been different. There's no set basis for any of it. It's just whatever I feel comes out, that's what comes out. All right, what do we have for Aries? All right, tell me about Aries, please. What do they need to know for the month of January? We have solidarity coming out, maybe breaking down to your inner core with richness, marine life. So I feel like taking that time to really focus on the things that you need to, maybe being a little bit in solitude, will start to bring out that richness that you have within your life or what you're wanting in your life. I am chilly. Sorry, guys. It's happening. So I feel like it's kind of really good energy to be in. Maybe taking a break, taking a time out, being a little bit in solitude so you can understand the richness and the fullness that you have in life. And maybe do a little cleansing. Maybe you need to go through your house, sage some stuff, get rid of some stuff, overall cleansing. All right, let's see what tarot has to tell you. Sorry, my cards shuffle loud because I'm using the hardwood table. There's really nothing I can do about it, so it just is what it is. All right, what does Aries need to know at this time? What do we need to tell Aries? The Child of Challenges. Challenges is a sword, so that's Page of Swords. I feel like this is about communication. Maybe you're having a hard time communicating, or the things that you're trying to communicate are not coming out on the level that you need them to communicate on. Maybe this is also like brings back to that kind of that playfulness, and she is in solidarity right here. She's surrounded by nature. It's like coming up with those ideas, that creative, seeing the fullness you have in your life. All right, what else do we have for Aries, please? The Liar, the Devil, upright. I feel like this is I don't really want to say toxicity, but I feel like this is that distraction that's coming into you. It's like I'm not really feeling like hardcore negative vibes or anything like that. It's just more like you're trying to accomplish something and you keep having these things pop up, and it's like irritating and kind of stressful, and really all you want to do is you just kind of want to light them on fire and set free with this Three of Spells, which is the Three of Wands. Normal depiction of that is like somebody standing there holding on to wands and kind of waiting. This one's a little bit different. It's kind of like putting out what you want, but I feel like that's kind of leaving you because you're so focused on whatever these distractions are. And maybe that's why you need to spend some time alone. Why you need to be a little bit in solidarity so that you can limit whatever distractions you have going on, you know? They might be innocent distractions with this child of challenges here, but distractions are still distractions nonetheless. Which kind of puts you, like, with that Three of Spells kind of leaving your energy, it's kind of like that. It's like you're waiting for something to come in, but it's not really coming in because maybe you're not really communicating it very well, and you're, I call it squirreling, you know. If anybody's ever seen that movie Up, where we're talking to the dog and he's trying to have a conversation, and he's squirrel. I do that a lot. I get distracted very easily. Subconsciously, we have the Fool with the Nine of Cups in reverse. I think this is like like you want to take a leap of faith, but you're not really quite sure what it is that's going to make you happy, or which direction you're really wanting to go. It's kind of like a deer in headlights kind of theme to it. The Secret of Challenges is what's coming in. It's that Knight of Swords. I feel like that's that more stepping up, kind of standing your ground, knowing it's not really putting the battle in. Like he's still, I don't know if you can see these cards or not, but it's the Knight just kind of standing there holding his ground. So it feels like he's willing now to start standing up for what he wants, what you want. It's a little more driven. Ooh, I got the Magician, the Enchanter. And that's kind of in your delays. It's like kind of back to that deer in the headlights. Like you know you want to take a leap of faith somewhere, but you're not really quite sure what you really want to manifest at this moment, or like what you want to create in your world. And it boils down to, you know, not having that strong sense of communication, you know, and getting easily distracted. I feel like your focus at this time is, we have the Nine of Spells in reverse and the Weaver of Visions in reverse. To me, this feels more like, you know, not really caring about putting that effort or that energy into something, whatever that is for you. It's like having really no compassion to kind of, I feel like, set standards. I don't know. This is probably only going to resonate with one or two people, if they even hear it at the time. I feel like your advice is the Weaver of Challenges in reverse. It's more about knowing in which direction you want to go in and how to get there. Hold on, I have to pause this really fast. Sorry, it was telling me I was out of space. I'm still learning all of these cards. I feel like the universe is telling you there's something that you need to transform, especially when it causes an imbalance in your world. There's something you want some kind of justice for. And whatever that is, I feel like you've been holding on to it for so long that it's just kind of killed your confidence in some way, shape, or form. And with the Weaver of Challenges as your advice, but it's in reverse, maybe you need to really take a step back and figure out what works for you and what doesn't. What we got the Hangman. Like, it's looking at things from a different perspective. And we got the Wild World here, which is all about starting that new chapter, that new cycle. So I think it's literally taking a step back. What is it that you're not communicating very well that may feel deceptive or may be taking away from that distractions of the things that you're trying to create in your life, those things that you're trying to bring in? What is it that subconsciously that you're willing to take a leap of faith towards, but you're not really quite sure if it makes you happy or not? And maybe in the future you need to start standing your ground with that Seeker of Challenges. That's also the Knight of Swords. It's fast movement, but in this one he's solid. Like, he's standing his ground. So maybe that's something you need to do is start to stand your grounds. Your Magicians in your delays with the fact that you're focusing so much on, do I have the openness, do I have the love to be able to move to that next step? And I feel like it's not. I feel like you're trying to depend on somebody to create this for you, when really what you need to do is you need to transform something within yourself. You need to look at something as a whole and start a new chapter, because that Weaver of Challenges isn't really going anywhere. When she's upright, she knows what she wants and she knows how to get it. She just goes for it. With it in reverse, it's like, what do I do? How do I get here? Like, what's my goals? And with the Huntsman's here, it's the Justice card. It's like, how do I tip these scales in my favor? Because I'm not really doing that. I'm holding on to something so much, and it's just killing my independence. It's killing my confidence. And maybe that's what you need solidarity for, to understand that the world is vast and it has so much richness in it, and you're just maybe not really seeing that. Maybe it's something you need to go in within and start cleansing yourself of. Oh, I hope that was helpful. I mean, it is Mercury retrograde too, so there is a lot of that. All right. Let's go on to the next portion. I don't really know what the next portion is. It's just kind of whatever comes out. All right. What do we have for Aries? The zodiac sign of Aries. That come flying. Anything else for Aries, please? We got transformation again. All right, we got go out, have a little fun. Focus on your manifestations. You can set the intention out there and transform something. I feel like it's going to lead to something prosperous, but you got to have courage to do it. You got to move in that direction. And it starts with, getting out there, having a little bit of fun, learning how to laugh. Quite a fit come out there. Having a little fun kind of creates that whirlwind of being able to manifest, because you're starting to bring in what you're feeling, and then it starts to transform things in your life and you start looking at things more prosperous. But in order to start all that, you got to get the courage to kind of get out of your own way. All right, what do we have for the zodiac sign of Aries? What can you tell me? We have 8 of Pentacles with the Hermit in reverse. I feel like this is telling you, the more hard work you put into this, the more you kind of get out of your comfort zone. The more you start to break out of your shell. Maybe if you feel like you've been in a little codependent energy, or you feel like people have been depending on you too much, maybe that's a habit that you need to kind of break. Stand your ground with this King of Swords here. And with the Five of Swords in reverse tells me, like, you just don't really want the mental conflict anymore. And maybe it's a feeling with somebody you feel like has been really close to you that's been doing this, making you feel this way. Anything else for Aries? Ooh. I feel like this is... I feel like you've put the work and effort into something. I think it's a lot about healing some kind of past, because I got the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, something from the past that made you incredibly happy. You felt like it was your wish. But there was a lot of conflict about maybe settling down, having marriage, how you want to create that life with somebody, and I feel like it's kind of drugged you into some kind of codependent issue. And you're finally starting to think more with your head and starting to let go of whatever internal mental conflicts you have going on. Maybe you're tired of listening to blah, 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 or blah, blah, blah. And you just are just focusing on what's good for me. I kind of like that for you. I was not trying to make that about love, but I feel like that's kind of what needed to come out. Alright, any other messages for Aries? Zodiac sign of Aries. Anything else for Aries? One more shuffle. Thank you. Alright, what do I have for Aries? Zodiac sign of Aries. We have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Anything else for Aries? Dates, going out, doing something. Anything else? Dragonfly. And love call with heartbroken. I feel like in the past that I feel like somebody ended something with you. Like it was somebody that, I don't know. I just feel like they hurt you. I'm sorry if they did. I don't know. I feel like whoever it is keeping tabs on you. I think it's might be time to just go out, go on a date, maybe have fun. Be a little bit more lighthearted. I feel like with the dragonfly, it's time to adapt. It's time to change. It's time to heal. Maybe open yourself up with this love call. I don't know. I feel like your perception's changing. Maybe on the people you date. Maybe you're feeling like you're healing. I did have the Temperance card come flying out. So I feel like it's you're starting to heal something. And maybe with the Wheel of Fortune here, things are starting to change, especially how you see people. We have the Knight of Wands. I feel like it's more about your healing from probably some traumatic experience with a player. You know, they left you with a lot of regret and they left you out in the cold, you know, and it's something that you've turned your back on and you're trying to move forward. You're trying to plant seeds somewhere else, but you're kind of still trapped in your own prison of your own making. I feel like it was kind of somebody that was like maybe 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know, maybe they told you the timing wasn't quite right. It was kind of fly by night, and here you are left with regret and kind of being stuck out in the cold, and I don't know. I just feel like you took a leap of faith with an asshole. You know, they came in not really offering much. I'm sorry. And I think the universe is trying to tell you that, you know, sometimes people just suck. You know, but I think whoever it is, keep tabs on you. But I think it's time for you to, like, just go out there. You don't really have to date. Maybe just go out and get out with friends. Be a little bit more lighthearted. Learn to laugh, to love, to smile more. You know? I feel like this person's trying to come back, but that's your decision. I feel like if they do come back, they're just going to break your heart. I feel like you need to move away in a different direction, but that's completely up to you. Maybe take a leap of faith towards yourself, your own victories, like your own successes in life. God. I got Judgment and the Hierophants. I feel like the Hermit's telling you, find your inner light, you know, and the more you take a leap of faith on yourself, the more successful you are. I mean, I see reconciliation coming in and maybe some form of higher commitment, but I feel like it's kind of draining your energy, something you want to turn your back on, you know? I think you see this person as kind of an asshole with very little to offer. And with the happiness they brings, is it really healthy? You know, I feel like it's childish, and it's, you never know what you're going to get, and you feel like they overindulge too much in things. I don't know. I feel like you need to find some kind of balance, especially when it comes to stuff that you're driven to do. Take that however it resonates. All right. What do my lovely Aries need to surrender for the month of January? What do we need to surrender for the month of January? What do we have for the month of January? One more, please. What do we need to surrender? What does Aries need to surrender? All right, you got 3. I like these. I don't get these very often. Surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet, meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe. The answers and support will arrive. And then on the bottom, we have surrender to fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of change in your job or your health or a relationship, or if you are or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith and all is well. I also have surrender to what is. So maybe you need to surrender to the flow of the universe. So I feel like that is your messages for the day. I feel like this is about you taking control of your own life, your decisions, what you want, and whoever it is that was out there that hurt you. I think it's time that you kind of focus on you. You do you, boo. All right. Later. I will see you guys later.